I'll be honest. Go watch this episode high. This episode is a mind trip. Holy shit. Like, oh my god. The, so when the episode started, I was like, okay, this is going to be a simple exploration mission where she has to survive. And we've had those before. I think we had one in season 2, and we also had one in season 1, where it was basically an astronaut trapped on an alien world who has to survive and use their wits in order to get back to humanity. And one of the things that I like about this one is that it's trippy as fuck. Like 100% absolutely mad. But it's mad in a way that's dope as fuck. Which there's an episode from season 2. If I was to jump back to season 2, it's called Ice. And it's the one with the two brothers who have mods and they have to do the deadly race across the surface of a planet. And the planet's cracking and there are whales coming out. I liked that in this episode. This episode reminded me a lot of Zima Blue from season 1 and also Ice. It might have been done by the exact same studio, but I love the fact that as she explores this world, because it is a race for survival. Her oxygen is running low. She has to get to a extraction point. There's like 8 hours before she can talk to humanity again to let them know what happened. And the entire time she's making her way across this world, the world is fucking with her. It's feeding her information. It's speaking to her. It's messing with her psyche. She's losing track of time, but she's still moving towards a goal. The only problem is her goal is on the left, and the goal that the planet wants her to go to is just a little bit to the right, like right near where her goal is. And it's leading her there. And the entire time it's leading her there, it's tapping into the psyche of her dead crewmate. And it's feeding her lines of poetry and literature and things that she's aware of and life experiences from the body. And it's explaining itself and asking her questions about the world. And at first she's ignoring these questions. But as she gets further and further down, more or less, further and further she goes down the rabbit hole, the more and more she starts to realize that these questions are leading to answers that she was attempting to ignore. Like, it was the planet's asking her questions about minerals in the air and minerals on the planet, and the fact that the planet has an iron core and iron plates, and what does all that mean. And then she starts viewing the world through the electromagnetic sensor, and she starts seeing these lines of energy and data running across the planet and running into the head of her dead crewmate. And she starts to realize that the planet is alive, and the planet explains that it's a machine, and it's a machine that has a connection to Jupiter. And as the planet is essentially explaining all this shit, there are so many and this is one of the things that I love about this season, that it goes back to season 1, which is it puts forward so many questions that it chooses not to answer, and you feel as though you want to stay in this world more, which is like, what is this machine for? What does this machine do? Because the machine gives a response where she asks, what were you built for? And the machine responds that I was built to learn about you, or something along those lines. And it's like, yeah, but like, she's just a random astronaut from Earth. Chances are you weren't designed to learn about her. Like, what is your point? Not only that, but why is it that the world itself is perfectly lined up with the red spot on Jupiter? And in that last scene, before she takes that plunge, she asks the computer, she's like, what happens when I go down there? And it gives a straight up response. It's like, there's a chance you might die, there's a chance you might live forever, but you're going to become something else. Your physical body will deteriorate, and your mental mind will expand. And we see the expansion at the end of the episode, where the entire planet basically turns on, and she contacts Earth finally. But here's the thing, and this is one of the more magic and genius things, which is that a good thing? Is she contacting Earth because she's learned something new and she wants to help? Or did the planet basically lure her there to activate it, and it's actually a threat? Because the planet's now glowing with this golden energy rays pulsating across it. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I watched the movie Oblivion with Tom Cruise. it did not end well the last time a powerful item around Jupiter's Jovian moons woke up and decided that humanity needed to go. And oh my god, I want more. Like, I just want like a follow-up episode, which is like, what happens now that she's basically activated this planet and humanity is en route to the planet. What's gonna happen? Like, what? Oh, it is the downside of being a Love, Death, and Robots fan, where the episode ends and you want more and you don't get more. But this episode was also fantastic. I'll give this a B. I'll say it's a B minus. It sits a little bit below Exit Strategies with the 3 robots for me. But it's still, nothing is gonna get below a B. I lie. Something is definitely gonna get below a B. But for the most part, nothing is gonna get below a B in regards to Volume 3, because Volume 3 is strong as fuck. But if you enjoyed this episode of The Very Pulse of the Machine, comment down below, let me know, and I will see you literally in the next one. Peace.